Hello, my name is Alicia, and today I'm going to be talking about The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. This is the first book in this series, and it was super good. So this book is about a girl named Jude, and Jude is a twin. She has a twin sister, Taryn, and both of them are humans. And their older sister, Vivian, who is actually half fairy. And anyway, this follows their family and mostly Jude in their lives. They all were born in the human world, but then they were taken to the fairylands and then they were raised there. So Jude and Taryn feel like they are more fairy than they are actually human. However, a lot of people treat them as lesser because humans in the fairy world are always made as toys and aren't really respected. And Jude is on a journey to be able to be recognized as this great person, that she can be respected and people will see her as a strong person. And that is kind of what the book's about. She just wants to be something. She knows that it's really hard for humans, and like really there hasn't really been any humans that have achieved such a high position as what she wants to be. So anyway, it follows her life and the struggle she goes through as a human living in fairyland. So for those of you who haven't read it, go and read it, come back and we can discuss it. It's super good. I really enjoyed it, and yeah. Bye! So The Cruel Prince, it was good. It was a good start of a series. I believe that the rest of the books are probably going to be more interesting because this book had a lot of introductions and leading up to things that I'm really excited about for the next books. I do think that this book was a little weird with the characters. I do get that like Jude is living in a world where she feels like she can't necessarily be happy with where she's at because she is living in a world where her father figure is the murderer of her parents. That's so weird, and it's hard because I get where she's coming from, because growing up you're gonna start to have feelings like those parenting feelings for someone who teaches you, who feeds you, who loves you. It's hard for you to like stay mad, but like he killed their parents, and it's just so weird. And just like the whole fairy thing, every time I read a book about fairies, it freaks me out even more because fairies are so interesting and weird and like really scary and dark. And I thought this book was able to like portray it really nicely, because who would be okay with like taking those kids? Like, I feel like he only did it for Vivian because he wanted her to like live with him and be a fairy and all this stuff, and I don't think she wanted to lose her siblings, so he did it for her mostly. But I think in the end he like loves Taryn and he loves Jude and they have like a good thing going, but it's just super weird. But I don't know, it was interesting. Also, the whole relationship with Taryn and Jude, I feel like as twins, even living in a fairy world, I feel like they seemed like they were best friends at the beginning, and then all of a sudden a guy comes in between them, like especially like a fairy dude. He was like playing tricks on both of them, and Taryn betrays Jude. How could you do that? And how could you watch the person you love being with your sister, kissing your sister, going to parties with your sister, like your twin sister? You literally look the exact same. I just thought it was really weird, and I don't know, I could not do that to my family, and I thought that was really weird. I just feel like that was kind of out of character. I don't know like the whole thing. We didn't really get like the background of why she did it, but I just know that I wouldn't be able to continue with it, especially if I loved the guy. Then I would not want to see him kissing my sister and pretending that they're going out and being like happy for my sister. Like, that was so weird. And I was just super disappointed in Taryn. Taryn really disappointed me. I just feel like their bond should have been better. Also, like, a weird thing with Jude is, like, Jude, she doesn't want to be human. I know she has, like, these feelings that she needs to represent the humans, and, like, she wants people to respect humans and all this stuff, but I just think it's so weird. Like, they go to the movies and a dude tries to hit on Jude, and Jude punches him and kicks his butt, and then a few chapters after, she's stealing a servant girl to save her, and I was like, okay. I just feel like she was trying to be all like stealthy and stuff, and then she like tried to save her. That whole part, I was just like, my jaw was just open the whole time. And then she like jumps off and dies, and I'm like, are you serious? That was, I don't know. The whole thing, I did like that Jude was able to kind of get her spying job when Prince Dane showed up, and she totally thought it was Carden. I thought it was Carden too, but then it was Prince Dane. And he made that funny comment about like, oh, who'd you think I was, you know? I don't know, her and Carden's relationship also was super weird. Like, he's mean to her and like tries to kill her, but then he's staring at her longingly, and it's just so weird. And I don't know, he's weird. Like, the fairy people are weird, so like, I don't know, just knowing that he's fairy, I'm like, I guess I could believe it. I don't know. It was just really weird that he's like obsessed with her, and that's why he's like so mean. But the more I think about it, the more I'm like, he probably was just mean because if he like showed that he was interested in Jude, a human, then I think lots of people would probably like make fun of him or something. And so I think his rudeness was him trying to like get over it. And I don't know, it's just really weird. And then the whole thing with like him getting beat up by his brother, I'm like, that was so sad. And Jude like saw that. I was just waiting for her to confront him about it, but she didn't. But I just didn't see like their relationship like really romantically. So I don't know, they had like that kiss and it was all dramatic and stuff because it's like they hate each other so much. And like that note with Jude written all over it, like scribbled. He like broke through the paper because he like loathes her so much, but like also wants to get with her so much. It was weird. I don't know. Anyway, and then the ending was actually so good. I'm so pumped for the next books. The whole like coronation thing, and Maddox betrays, and then she's trying to get Oak on the throne, but I don't know, I was so confused with that. I was like, so she's gonna crown Oak, and then Vivian's gonna take him to the human world and live there with him, but he's the king, and she's gonna like rule for him, or like, I was just really confused. So like when she made Carden the king, it made more sense to me because then she was able to kind of control Carden more. Especially like with his vow he made to her. That sucks. Like, that'd be kind of stinky to be a fairy. And I wonder, like, they literally can't lie, so I wonder if like, even if they're trying to tell like a lie, that it comes out like as a half-truth or something. I don't know. It's very interesting how they can't lie. That would stink. But like, because they can't lie, they're super interesting of humans. But at the same time, they're like super shady too, because they like lie about little details, and then they can like get through things, and like you literally have to have them say like word for word what they're gonna do for it to be like true. I don't know. I just feel like that's like way more dishonest. Fairies are weird. I don't know, but I really did enjoy this. And I'm really kind of glad that Carden's king. I think it's going to be interesting. Also with Jude being able to control him. I don't know what's going to happen with Maddox. I just think it's interesting that Jude she didn't know anything that was going on. It kind of seems that no one really knew what was going on. I'm really glad that she is still with like the spies and stuff and is able to have their help. And I think it's going to be really interesting the next book. But yeah, I did really like it. I think the relationship's gonna like get bigger, because right now it wasn't really anything, and they're in that awkward, like, she's controlling him. So I don't know if they're gonna get to a point that they like trust each other and love each other and he'll do it for her, or I don't know. I think that'd be really cute. But I'm excited to see what the next books have in store, and yeah. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed my review. If you have any comments or want me to read any books, comment down below. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I hope you have a great day. Bye!